anyone has ever spoken to me or seen one of our webinars, they'll know that I try to be very careful not to give any undue sense of urgency. It's your decision as the borrower, rather a family decision as to when you do things. But there are things that are happening now um, that it's not an undue sense of urgency. Urgency is actually required. I'm sure everyone's heard about the recent budget bill and the changes that is made to federal student loans. One of those changes is they're getting rid of the current crop of qualified plans or income driven repayment plans for forgiveness programs and introducing a new RAP plan. By all expert accounts, this RAP plan it won't be as favorable to borrowers as the current crop. Currently, you're able to grandfather yourself into the original income driven repayment plan for a limited time. So, what does that mean? Everyone in the save forbearance. Not only has interest began to accrue again beginning August 1st, by some accounts, on average, about $350 a month. Um, Essentially, those NSA forbearance, they've already wasted a year of qualified time. Now, interest is accruing. And if you do nothing, the Department of Education will transition you to their RAP plan on their own. Then you'll have no options. You won't be able to leave that plan. Um, if you're someone who qualifies or is on track for student loan forgiveness, you'll go to a 30-year repayment as opposed to 20 or 25 years. You have time now to grandfather yourself into the original income driven repayment plan. There's still a possibility for forgiveness after 20 years, for some it'll be after 25. And by all accounts, for your average borrower, the monthly payment will be a lot more favorable. Those with Parent Plus loans, your time is running out. Parent Plus loans will not qualify for the new RAP plan. You're able, if you take action now, to grandfather those loans into the original income driven repayment plan that will qualify for student loan forgiveness, will qualify for public service loan forgiveness. For those who are thinking about consolidating your loans, for a limited time, you're able to do so without the new plan, the RAP plan, being your only option for a limited time. Additionally, people have begun again to go into default and garnishment, which is by far the worst case scenario. There was a recent article that over 420,000 people on Social Security will have their Social Security garnished 15% because of federal student loans. Don't let these changes burden you or worry you. Have your loans reviewed, see if these things apply to you. The first loan review, and you should see a link in the description below, is always at no cost to you. It only costs you the time it takes to have your loans reviewed. At that point, you're free to take the information that we've already given you and do these things yourself, or you can hire us to do it for you. Recently, I just spoke with someone with almost $100 million in federal loans. Not even recently, like an hour ago. Had I spoken to this person last summer before June 30th, we would have gotten the entirety of their loans forgiven. Their loans are actually forgivable or were forgivable two separate ways. Now, maybe only some of their loans are forgiven. A few days ago, I spoke to someone. Had we spoken to them before June 30th of 2024, their whole $200,000 would have been forgivable, over 200,000. Now, maybe only 160,000 of that will be forgivable. Now, the rest will be on a path towards forgiveness. So we're still able to help, but don't be a if we had story. If we had spoken to you before this took place, if we had spoken to you last year, if we had spoken to you before that took place, have your loans reviewed, at least get the information. Whether or not you do it yourself is completely up to you. Check the link in the description below. Have your loans reviewed, and we'll speak to you soon.